Yes, guys, we just reached 1.1 million income, and because of money overflow, because we earned more than this maximum cap of income, I actually took loans. How many loans did we take? We took 59 loans for a million ducats. Hello guys, this is Zlewikk, and today I'm going to present to you a special run with the goal of reaching 1 million of monthly income. It's totally possible, and we are going to do so as Aragon. Why Aragon? It is starting with two major bonuses to the trade steering and to the trade efficiency, and it has great starting position to form other countries and expand in early game. This is just highlights from my 11 episodes Aragon campaign, and if you want to see more details, just check the playlist that I linked in the description. So before we start, guys, I have a giveaway for you, because you can win a free EU4 DLC. All you have to do is just to be a subscriber of this channel, why not, leave a like on this video, and of course comment this, maybe ideas about the next runs. Let's get to it. We are going to no-CB Byzantium, and our goal over here is to vassalize them. My strategy is to wait for the next move from the Ottomans, because they can either attack Kandar and take all of the armies to Anatolia. This is fine for us, we'll just get the Gelibolu and blockade the straits. And second option is that they will attack Byzantium, which might also happen, but on this patch not so much. At this point we vassalize Byzantium and join the war against the Ottomans as the defender, which allows us to call the allies. Okay, Ottomans are at war with Kandar and all of the armies are in Anatolia, that's why we can declare, but first I'm going to fully annex Byzantium, release them as my vassal, and there goes the war. I'm going to show you a magic trick. First of all, I'm letting Ottomans to go for the strait. Now that they are here, I'm going to block the strait so they will not get more troops, then engage on the smaller stack and stack with them. Now engage on the bigger stack with other generals, so it's an easy battle, but the thing is, just before we are going to win that, I'm going to hide my fleet, then we won the battle, I'm going to get the fleet out of the port and stack with them because they cannot move through the strait. Profit. There goes the first idea group. I'm not going with the standard world conquest meta, I'm going for this 1 million income, so the start here is going to be quality ideas. I need to keep seizing lands, and right now Crown land is back to 20%. There goes the 7th technology, and my second choice in the ideas is diplomatic, which is not part of the build that I want to prepare, but it is part of getting the world conquest. Now it's time to start the war with Genoa. I want to get as much trade as possible on this trade node, so later I'll move my trade over here. Actually, Austria doesn't have an heir, so I'm going to send a royal marriage, because maybe I'll be able to get my dynasty on the throne. As you might know, we can get Iberian wedding by simply being in the regency. So what I'm going to do is to get rid of my heir, and right now I will be hunting for a new heir and to my king to die while he is less than 15 years old, because this should be giving us some possibilities to get Iberian wedding. This run might be actually getting interesting because Archduke of Austria just died, and look, he didn't have an heir, and now there's Trastamara on the throne. I could theoretically claim the throne, but I don't have enough prestige to do so. Then I'm going to move my main trade node to Albenga. Okay guys, finally, Queen Consort Regency. Our ruler was 50 years old and he died, and right now we have 11 years of regency, and we need to pray that during these 11 years we'll get the Iberian wedding. We just had to wait less than 2 years, and there goes the Iberian wedding. So I think I could have done it earlier, but that wasn't that big mistake because, as said, they have exploration and expansion ideas. So there goes the Union, and there goes the crowns of Iberia. Union on Portugal, Casus Belli. So it's perfect because Portugal also started exploration. Look, they already have a colony. Caribas, those guys don't have it yet, but I'm pretty sure they will do that soon. Lithuanian ruler is 34 years old, Jagiellon, and he doesn't have any heir. I know that I'm ready to relations over the limit. I'm going to take my risk, and I'm going to try getting my dynasty on his throne. Guys, it didn't take us much time. Zygmuntus de Trastamara, he's 21. I can claim the throne right away. What is even better in this situation, Polish ruler is 65. This starts to remind me of my Polish campaign from 2 years ago when I got most of the Europe under Personal Union. That much love for the campaign. Alright. Claim of Poland. There goes integration of Provence. My plan was to state those provinces from them. Now Occitan is 29% of my culture. So I can almost switch. This is the French culture. One of the French cultures you can see. And I plan to form France later because France has better missions for expansions around than Spain or Aragon. And France has 2 missions for the trade efficiency. That's what we need. Now our main culture is Occitan. So I'll be able to form France. Nice. 100% union. Then when we go to the players map mode, beautiful. I can take religious ideas. Of course I have nothing much to convert right now, but still this is the most important part that we need. The Deus Vult Casus Belli. I'm going to expand east in a second. Of course I could form Spain already, but we are not going to do so because Spain is an endgame tag. So the goal will be to form France, which is not an endgame tag, and when we form France, at the end of the game, when I click missions for the trade efficiency, I'm going to form Great Britain, which has another trade efficiency and trade steering missions. This might be a risky decision, but what I'm going to do here is to enforce religion on Byzantium, and I just decided that it would be more worth for me to go closer to the one faith as Catholic than to convert to Reformed for the 10% trade efficiency. This is the major moment in the campaign. Austria doesn't have an heir, but they have more prestige than myself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for the war with the Mamluks in June, so in a few months. I'm going to get enough prestige to claim the throne of Austria, and then I'm going to declare on them. Oh, look on this! My vassals, I forgot that freaking Castile, Portugal has so strong fleets that they can actually destroy the fleet of Great Britain. I'm changing my stacks finally. You can see I'm getting 20-0-10 right here. And here I'm going to do exactly the same. I deleted all my cavalry. I don't need it anymore. I need 10,000 of artillery for the maximum bonus on the level 2 forts. February 49. Truce with Austrians. Time to ally richly every single electro deploying on Austria. And the moment I stand with my... By the way, they're all voting for me. The moment I stand on the capital of Austria and occupy it, I'll be able to dismantle the HRE. There it goes. We just dismantled the HRE. Nice. Now we just need to take care of Austria. Austria can accept the peace deal. There goes union with Hungary. There goes union with Austria. And if we go to the players map mode, we practically have more than half of Europe. We can become the empire right now, which would be super helpful because I was running out of the government capacity. Time for another step in expansion east. I'm going to attack Ardabil. Yes, I took Karaman, not a problem. And again, I'm using the fact that those nations, I don't see them, so I don't have aggressive expansion on those nations. And here, we need to choose between administrative ideas, expansion ideas and economic ideas, because in the long term I need to take all of those three for my build, but I think at this point I'm going to get the administrative ones. Not even much about the co-creation cost because I have the PowerPoints, but more about the governing capacity. There goes Prussia. So set vassalization, I can take Ardalan, by the way, some money, and we have our another vassal, great, and now we have a ton of possibilities here, starting with Reconquest Casus Belli. Finally, guys, we can form France! The Book of the Consulate of the Sea. Fund the manuscript, it gives you 15 government reform progress, okay, but look at the process below. It's all permanent. Trade efficiency, which is goal for our home run over here. Global trade power, okay. Prestige, okay. Deep tech cost, okay. So I'm going to take this time to form France. I'm a little bit scared what will happen. Form it. We don't want new ideas because, as mentioned a few times, trade steering and trade efficiency are the bonuses that we are looking for. So no, we are not abandoning our roots. And now, if you look over here, we have new missions, even though we kept our ideas. And what is the most interesting, I have cores on my own vassal, so annexing them will not cost me like 900 or something, it's just 200 for those few provinces. And I'm on my way to change my culture to English, so at the end of the game I'll be able to form Great Britain. We just annexed Byzantium. It took us like 50 years, but it is normal why we don't have any admin efficiency yet. The next annexations will be definitely faster, and right now we have 4.1 thousand on the great powers list. Did I tell you that I like permanent bonuses? There's another one, this time for the naval tradition, which should be also needed because, as you can see, it gives us trade steering, and it gives a lot of trade steering, so I really need to get it in the highest amounts. Look on that, I invested 100 to become a pope, and still Chichimeca, papal controller. Now guys, I'm going to show you a simple trick. It will hurt us in the rebels, but it's kind of an exploit, because you know, current game is buggy on the current patch. If you turn it off and on, what you see, how low it's showing the autonomy, and I didn't core a single of those provinces. This is not my state. You can see I can still state it. So the game thinks it's stated when you turn it on at the start, but it's not. And I can decrease the autonomy thanks to that. Normally it will be just 90 because it's not my state. So I'm just going to decrease the autonomy, and you can see it's changing to 90 everywhere anyway. But we are still getting 3 absolutism thanks to that. There it goes, we have 30 absolutism basically day 1. The next step to get it even higher will be to get the particularists. The easiest ways to get them is to get bourgeoisie disloyal. What will happen when I seize land? And I got actually the particularists, which is even greater news for us, because if I accept their demands, I'll get autonomy in million of the provinces. Yes, accept. Yeah, it's decreased by 10, but I'll show you that it will be still worth, because I will get more than 10 by decreasing the autonomy all over here. I increased that by 28, so I'm on plus 18 from this whole action. So now it's 48. I have also millions of mill points, so I can just simply harsh treatment in a couple of rebels. I can click this, so the musketeers, and this gives me 10% army more professionalism. And until the end of the game, I have local manpower, garrison grow, and local defensiveness. So local manpower is definitely going to help with this. So getting another permanent bonus, I think that's 5th or 6th in this campaign. Manpower recovery speed, it's right now 1.9 thousand. And with that, it's right now 2.1 thousand. Age of Absolutists is full of good choices for France, right? This is great. My army would be invincible, but to be honest, this will be way more useful in the wars. And taking this first, probably this will be my second choice. I fully core the English provinces, 27. So what I have to do is to destate. I destated all of this, and this. It's okay, but what I can do right now is to make English my main culture. And right now I'll be able to form Great Britain, but of course first Great Britain can't exist, so it's all okay. And I'll be able to get to Carton Country Disaster, because remember, this disaster decreases your max absolutism by 20, and you need to end this with 65, so I need at least 85 of the current maximum absolutism. I'm going to get Carton Country after this war, because as you can see, I need to beat war. So attack someone else. I need to have stability less than 3. I have 3. I need a huge unrest. I'll get unrest from overextension that I'll get from the Mamluks war. I will change this advisor to someone else, and I'm just going to no CP Gilan. Okay, no CB war. There it goes. So now we should start getting this. This will be 3 monthly, so we'll get that pretty quickly. 2.5 years. We should get alive for this. I am the state. So there it goes. State is triumphant, and right now I increase my max absolutism by 20, and I also got back another 20. So it's 110 right now. So all I have to do is probably to decrease autonomy in of the provinces after the wars, and we could take a privilege for 5 actually. You know guys, now I just reminded myself how much I disliked playing without humanist ideas. I'm getting mental break from all those rebels. It's just India in a nutshell, you know. But we are next Austria, so this looks better. 500 income. I'll be spending this 10,000 on trade companies. Look what I just spotted. I'm getting 70 out of India, right, ducats, but just 40 out of Hormuz. Because Hormuz is keeping half of it for himself. So we need just to go and kill him. And as you can see, we brought it to 700 ducats right now. What is our development? It's 9.1 thousand, so I think we are on a good way to our goal of taking to the new century with 10,000 great power score of Zlewikk. He has an enormous amount of troops, same as me, at least no manpower. That might be something we might use. And army quality is also on our advantage. But I can't bring all of my troops here, right? I have a huge empire to manage. So I'm going to bring 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks here. Time to do this, so I'm going to bring those 4 stacks as promised. Because I'm going to go with 2 stacks with 60k. Of course, our combat width is 36, so that would be the best amount of the artillery that we should go with. But it's not this part of the game for me to, like, myself to allow that. Look on this force limit. Goal is to destroy the mandate. There comes the rebels. Tons of them, and this will be slowly increasing, and of course I want them to enforce the demands, but with my raising war exhaustion, I'll piece them out in a second. Okay, this is my peace deal. It doesn't look beautiful, but it's kinda beautiful. I'm closing some of the terrains inside my country, especially with the rebels, and I'm also getting 2 provinces of Wu, which will be my vassal, which I'm going to release in a second and feed them with part of these provinces. So we have another thing to destroy, which is Prussia. I think this is the biggest mistake of my campaign, that after disbanding the HRE, I'll let them blow up so much. Look, right now, the cost of them is 432%, so I need at least 5 wars to fully annex them, and they have freaking 220,000 troops. They don't have manpower, and in 89 months, Age of Absolutes ends, so I'm going to lose this bonus, and Prussia will get the bonus to minus 20% land fire damage received. Prussia is nothing weak. 100,000 cannons. And okay, they have similar morale to mine. They have even better morale than mine, and 137 discipline. Wanna know how annoying is having such unrest? It was 9, 10 almost, remember. Look on right here. How many rebels are loading? It was twice this number. I promise you, I'm going to have a mental break after after this campaign. It's like every month like this. You can say I have 1 full stack with the full back row and full strength, and 1 reinforcement stack. And we finally have good news. We just finished integration of Persia. As you can see, it's beautiful. Prussia pretty much died in this war. I'm going to take, I think, 6 forts with this peace deal. So most of the forts. At least we can now get the institutions. I'm going to embrace it. Yes. And we can take this for 300 after 2 years of fights and killing 700,000 of them. And a mental break. I have a mental break already from this. I can white piece this coalition. Yes. Could of course also become the hegemon, which will give us gathering capacity, goods produce modifier, minimum autonomy in the territories, which is all great. But on the cost of minus 100 relations with everyone in the world, which for now I don't want it. Revolution started in India, and this might be problematic. Prussia is still super strong. Look, they have 300,000 armies. It's more than they had in the first war. Plus, remember, they have Age of Revolutions now, and I don't have Age of Absolutism. So the troops are way better than they were in the first war. This is crazy. They've lost 400,000, we've lost 800,000, 500,000 myself. Because the army, I need to double the numbers if I want everything, and they double my numbers around here because they have 300. They had 300,000 troops by themselves. I'm done with this war. I don't want to be anymore second in it. 500,000. I've lost 600,000. Finally, we finish annexation of Lithuania. Let's see how this looks like. Beautiful. How are the troops compared to Prussians? Prussians, we had some problems, right? With Ming, we are killing them in a couple of days, and the coalition is even leaving right now after they saw what happens to Ming troops. We should ask paradox a question. Why would Great Ord and Bengal declare a coalition war against me? We have way over 1 million troops in our alliance, even Japan is helping us. Why they have 60,000? Why would AI think that this coalition war is going to do something? We can unlock another idea, so we have just 3 more ideas, at least 2, but in the perfect scenario 3 more ideas to take. Right now it will be economic, it will be plutocratic when I become the republic, so at the end of the game, and I should theoretically switch diplomatic into expansion ideas, but we'll see if we have time and power points to do so. I'm going to take care a little bit more of the new world, because there are a lot of natives and we can use that, because remember, if colony has 10 provinces, you're getting a merchant. Those colonies are my personal union colonies for now, but I can create my own colonies, and then I'll be having, for example, in the per region, 2 different colonies that will be giving me a merchant. We just finished annexing Portugal, so all the Portuguese colonies are mine. It gave me 5 new merchants. I have 3,000 income, which might be probably furthermore improved. In this small war, all I need is 10 provinces to create my own colonial nations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They picked mostly low developed provinces, which will cost me just 70 admin points to core. Revolution is pretty passive because at the center of revolution, Colonial will be removed. Revolution ideas are from all of the provinces, the end of the revolutions. So it failed to do anything anywhere in the world. If we go to the revolutions map mode, you can see it's gone. So as we finished off Great Britain, I can form both England and Great Britain, but of course I'll wait with that a little bit more, because first we'll need to click this mission, and this mission is for 20 years, so in the last 20 years we'll be forming Great Britain. Look, 12 each month! We have 9 diplomatic reputation right now, and on this speed I'll be able to fully annex Castile in 2 years. Integration of Spain just ended, and together with that we just got 5 new merchants from the colonial nations. This is almost all blue, beautiful, and our income is now 6.8 thousand. We'll bring that even higher. The Industrial Revolution just started, and even started in our country. We have maximum absolute is 105. That means we can take a new privilege, and it's going to be this one, which is giving me cheaper generals. The general is costing me 34 mil points right now. Mewar is being annexed right now. Integration is a slow process. We are probably even over the limit. We are just on the limit. Of course, I'll show you my buildings map mode for the town halls. Look, they are freaking everywhere, almost everywhere, and I'm of course going to build them also on the provinces that I just got from Mewar. And now I can launch my gold era. It's just 50 years left. Imagine, it's already only 50 years left. We just started this campaign a second ago, so I can start my golden era. Morale of armies, all powers, because this is very important for finishing up our technologies and ideas. Good produce modifier, even more important for our income. We also have 1 million, but not the income, but treasure. We just reached the maximum amount of it. This is a key priority to take down all of the nations that are over 125% of the total war score to annex in once, because that's the current war score that I can take with imperialism, casus belli, and we are taking them down one by one. Right now it's Korea. Admin tech cost me 213 points, because look on all of those bonuses that I stacked. It's beautiful, right? I'm going to change my main trade node to English channel already, because in the long term we want English channel to be our main trade node. Income is 60.8 thousand, and right now I'm going to switch my trade nodes a little bit. So I'll create as long trade routes as possible. Why is that important? Because thanks to trade stealing, the longest the trade route is, the more fake trade value we are creating, in fact. Alright, let's do that. We need first of all a guy in California. From California it will be sent to Mexico, and so from Mexico I'm also sending this guy. From Mexico it will go to Polynesia, from Polynesia to Nippon, and here it will be a little bit of its stack. From Nippon to Hangzhou, then there is Malacca, Bengal. From Bengal to go to Doab, then Deccan, Coromandel, Gujarat. You can see they're stealing some of it. Then it will go to Aden. They will be stealing some of it. From Aden it will go to Hormuz, Basra, Persia. It will go to Astrakhan now, in Crimea, Constantinople, Ragusa. From Ragusa it will go north to Pest. From Pest to Krakow, then to Vienna, then to Saxony, and I need a new merchant here. I will change him with Lübeck, and from Vienna it will go to Saxony, then Rhineland, Champagne, and the English Channel. We'll see how to change our income in a short time, because of course I didn't fire all of the bonuses yet. In this very short term we managed to get to 22,000 of income. Württemberg is earning 1,000 ducats in Champagne. This is golden. I can finally take the economic hegemon, proclaim it. Finally, I made a few how this is lagging when I'm showing the income. It's 38,000 already because I made some adjustments. See how this lagging, I can barely go over the map. Let me close it. Oh yeah, now it's better. It was just trade was going from Basra to Aleppo instead of Persia. So when I switch that, as it should be, right now it's 38,000. As there's only 15 years left in game, I can click my missions already. And later I'll switch to England. I will keep France for now. So this mission will give me for 20 years trade efficiency 15%. I can click it. This will give me 10% army professionalism, which doesn't matter that much. And this power projection doesn't matter that much either, but I can click it. And finally this 15% trade efficiency also for 15 years. Thanks to that my income is already 64,000, so we are on the way to first 100,000 of it. From what I started doing already is freeing in each province space for a manufactory, so I'll be having them in every single of these yellow ones. So it means I have to manually delete other buildings, and this will take a little bit of time. Key thing when we will be switching to Trade Republic is that each estate will be having more loyalty than influence, and with the burghers we have clearly a problem. I need a mission, which is trade companies. This will increase the loyalty by 15, so I'm already calling all of the provinces that I could. Now we can finally add all of the provinces in the world to the trade companies. Thanks to that, let me show you trade Paris map mode. Thanks to that, we now have 72 merchants. I just got stressed a lot because this was way too much. This was 73% and I didn't have many possibilities to fight it. So what I did was to decrease my income, trade income, almost to zero. It's 14,000 value you can see in Venice instead of English Channel. And right now, thanks to that, this is lower. And what I can do and what I have to do is to become the Republic. Yes. And become plutocracy, because later I would not be able to do that because of the enormous influence of the burghers in my country. What I can do right now is of course repair my trade, and I can pick plutocratic ideas and start filling them. I can also finish economic ideas, which unlock me millions of new policies. Right now I can also form England. Let's do so. Form English nation. Of course it lagged. I'm not changing my ideas because Aragonese are way better. Now I'm going to click all of the missions that I can. What's important in English missions is this one for the trade steering and of course taking it. So now I can form Great Britain. Same, I'm not going to switch my ideas, so just take it. And here are a couple of more missions that we are going to need. Trade steering, another 20% from this one. And I'll be having 2 more missions, just my trade needs to be repaired. Income is now 96,000. and it lacks a lot on this window. I can take this, another trade efficiency and goods produced. Now we can start having fun. I have a few things to do. I need to take all of the investments. I need to build all the investments in the trade companies, and I need to create one trading city per trade node. One step after another, I want to see effect of each action on our income. For now, the income is 128,000, so it's getting better with each step. And we just need a 10x and 9x to get to 1 million. Guys, I can get another bonuses here. It's a goods produce modifier. Just going simply to get, both trade efficiency policies. So it is even bigger. We are at 170,000 right now, so we're getting close to 200,000. This trading city will be increasing my trade steering in the whole country. As mentioned, I want to show you everything step by step, so for now I only created those trading cities in Europe, and we'll see how to change our income from 170,000. And to be honest, it was easier than I thought, and right now it's 249,000 of total income, and I just increased my trade steering by 52. You can see on the top, trade legal leaders, scale by member number, and we are going to add those provinces right now in all of Africa. So you can see my trade steering increased by less than 30, right? It shouldn't affect our income much. It's already 390,000, and right now is the time to add Asian trade nodes to this. Ready for the next round? We increased we doubled the bonus to the trade steering from the trade league from 80 to 155, and income is right now 839,000. So we theoretically still lack 160,000 of income, but don't worry. What I'm going to do is to build other bonuses to the trade companies. It's 985,000 of income. No, we are so close. We'll not reach that by the way. See, it's just 7,000 from production. It's all freaking trade. Yes, guys, we just reached 1.1 million income, and because of money overflow, because we earned more than this maximum cap of income, I actually took loans. How many loans did we take? We took 59 loans for $1 million ducats. I hope I'll not go bankrupt next time. Okay, I can take 27,000 back loans, so it doesn't matter, but funny thing, high time to finish this campaign. So what I'm going to do is to send the ships, because you can see I was out of sailors, I was using so many of them. I just want to show you also one more thing. For now you can see I'm sending everything to Genoa, so my route is shorter for all of those nodes, so I like 5 nodes or 6 nodes shorter, and my income is going to be, this way my income is 357,000, right? And if you add just a few nodes, you'll see how strong is trade steering with each more node. So let's send this instead of Genoa. I'm going to send it to English channel, and I'm really curious how this is going to end up. I took a lot of loans, it means it's definitely more than $1 million. So just get it here. 1.4 million. Well, we are 40% above what was planned, so I think it is a pretty good thing. So if you didn't guys believe in the strength of the trade steering, now you have to believe that. So guys, let me just get out of this. Alrighty, it's absolutely all for today. 1.7 million, so 70% over what we were going for, and I hope that these highlights were enjoyable for you, because we might do more of them in the future. So at the end, just 2 reminders. First of all, you can watch the whole 11 episodes campaign on this playlist, and there's also a giveaway of EU4 DLC, where all you have to do is to be a subscriber of this channel, leave a like on this video and comment it. See you soon in other runs.